The Golden State Warriors just broke the NBA again. As you all know, the Golden State Warriors got knocked out, but so did LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers and Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. And it is now being rumored all over the internet by NBA analysts and also inside sources that LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Stephen Curry are interested in teaming up to win one more shot at another NBA championship. So in today's video, we're going to be going through the 5 reasons why this is perfect for not just the Golden State Warriors, but for all 3 of their careers. Now they can definitely win another NBA championship. So make sure to like this video, and guys, 92% of you are still not subscribed to the channel, so it'd mean the world if you could subscribe to the channel, hitting that red button down below. The first is that this big 3 would make the best scoring big 3 we have ever seen. As you all know, in today's game, a lot of offense is definitely needed, and having LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Stephen Curry all in one team would honestly be an offensive nightmare for any other team out there. If we look at LeBron James this season, although he is 39 years old, he is averaging, or was averaging during the 2023-2024 season, 25.7 points, while also shooting 54% from the field and 41% from the 3. If we look at Kevin Durant at 35 years old was also averaging 27 points, but also shot 52% from the field and 41% from the 3 as well. And on top of that, Stephen Curry himself, 36 years old, 26 points he was averaging, 45% from the field and 40% from the 3. This would be the first time ever we really see 3 big stars who are able to average over 25 points, shoot 40% from the 3 and also 45% from the field, honestly team up and be in the same team. And this would honestly be an offensive nightmare that no one wants to see. Stephen Curry will be able to space out the floor with that 3-point shooting, LeBron James takes care of the inside, and Kevin Durant can continue to be that wing player that he definitely loves to be, even at 6'11", as he is tall but also moves like a guard. This would honestly be very good due to the fact that all these players don't need to be Super Bowl dominant. Stephen Curry can definitely score off a catch and shoot, so can Kevin Durant. LeBron James may be the most ball dominant out of these 3 due to the fact that he is more of a drive and dish type of player, or drive and score type of player, and because of that, I think it would work very well with the chemistry of these 3 on offense. When we look at their scoring titles as well, we see Kevin Durant has won 4 scoring titles, which was great to see. He's also a 2-time Finals MVP and 2-time All-Star MVP as well. 2-time scoring champ for Stephen Curry, and on top of that, LeBron James also has a scoring champion title as well. So when it comes to offense, it would definitely not be any more needed with these 3 teaming up together due to the fact that they really do cover all facets, whether inside scoring, mid-range scoring, or even 3-point scoring. The second is that the Golden State Warriors wouldn't have to give up too much in order to make this happen. Now, as you all know, when it comes to getting Kevin Durant and LeBron James, that is honestly a big task, especially for any team that already has Stephen Curry in their payroll. However, it definitely still is possible. Getting rid of someone like Chris Paul, unfortunately, Klay Thompson, maybe even Draymond Green would still make enough cap space to actually get these 2 in a roster. Now, you may be giving up, your core when it comes to Draymond Green and Klay Thompson. However, you do have to realize you're replacing that with probably considered one of the best players in the world, LeBron James, and probably considered the best scorer ever at 6'11", which is Kevin Durant. So it does seem like a pretty good trade-off. Like we always talk about in the past, when it comes to Stephen Curry's era or his window of winning more championships, it's definitely growing slimmer and slimmer as the seasons go by. And I think the Golden State Warriors want to make the most out of it due to the fact that he is 36 years old, he is getting closer to 40, and he does not want to play after 40. It was rumored. So because of that, this could be the last opportunity. Kevin Durant's also getting up there in age, and we all know LeBron James probably only has 2 to 3 years left if he's going at this rate. And LeBron has definitely made it known that he does want to play with Stephen Curry before he ends his career. And on top of that, there has been also rumors back and forth by NBA analysts saying that Kevin Durant has been interested in joining and rejoining back with the Golden State Warriors to make one final push to win another NBA championship. So all the stars can definitely align during this offseason, and when it comes to if they have the cap space to do it, they definitely will if they are willing to sacrifice players like Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and also Chris Paul in order to make this happen. Personally, I think this would honestly be a very good move. It's definitely a trade in due to the fact that Klay Thompson is also getting up there in age, and so is Draymond Green, and it doesn't seem that this big 3 as together as a big 3 can no longer win an NBA championship, since they really did struggle to make the playoffs this season. The third is that the chemistry between these big 3 would actually actually work. Now, we have seen big threes in the past not work so well and have definitely been overhyped and not live up to their potential. A most recent example of that was definitely the Brooklyn Nets, which Kevin Durant was actually a part of, which is Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. A lot of people thought that would be honestly the biggest big three that we have ever seen, and on top of that, they were expected to win multiple rings due to the fact that that was one of the best offensive big threes we have ever seen. But this is a very different story. The first reason being is that we have seen proof in the past in the pudding. When we look at Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry, they have played together in the past. Yes, they did end up, parting their ways and Kevin Durant going somewhere else, but for 2 seasons, they were able to go back-to-back champions, which does show that they have the capability to be able to play together. When we add LeBron James to that mix, we definitely see LeBron being very easy to get along with when it comes to playing along other stars, due to the fact that LeBron is a lot more of a playmaker when he can be. I think if these three do end up playing together, we probably will see LeBron James's point stats definitely drop, but he may become a big playmaker for these other 2 players, which is what we are expecting from these 3. When it comes to LeBron James, however, he has played with Stephen Curry in multiple All-Star games when they used to have the format of drafting their players, and every single time LeBron James and Stephen Curry teamed up, they have never lost an All-Star game. So it may be a bit finical due to the fact that it is just an All-Star game, but that is definitely some proof to the pudding that Stephen Curry and LeBron James together can honestly be a very good duo as well. Now add KD to that mix and you got yourself a 3 trio that would honestly go the distance and can definitely win an NBA championship. Like we always mentioned before, when it comes to LeBron, KD, and Steph, they are all out of the playoffs, and we are seeing a lot of these younger teams like Dallas Mavericks, OKC, also other teams like Minnesota make it to the finals. And because of that, we are actually seeing that LeBron, KD, and Steph, the only way they can really get over this hump and beat these younger guys is to team up one last time. The fourth is that the big three would honestly bring more versatility than we have seen from other big threes out there. Now, as you all know, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Stephen Curry are considered to be generational talents in their era. And although they are getting older, they definitely still do what they do best at a very high level. When we look at LeBron James, for example, 6'9", 250 pounds, he is built like a power forward, but he can definitely play that point guard position, which could have a lot of teams worried about that. We also have Stephen Curry. Now, he is more of a guard height at 6'2", but is considered the greatest shooter ever alive. Can definitely play off the ball, can definitely play point guard as well, but having him outside on the 3 honestly would do dangers for other teams out there. When we look at Kevin Durant, 6'11", power forward, center position type height. However, he moves like a guard, he can stretch out the floor, play that big man, and he can also run the pick and roll very well. Now, when you look at these 3 together, you definitely see a lot of differences between their games, but the differences between their games is what makes these 3 combining together such a big asset. When we look at Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant, when they used to run the pick and roll back when they used to play with each other, it was considered one of the best pick and roll duos that we have ever seen, due to the fact that Kevin Durant at 6'11" was able to space out the floor with these 3-ball shooting, but also can get in the paint, finish off in a hurry in the mid-range or also inside the paint. You also have Stephen Curry coming off of that screen, and if he does get a little bit too much space, he can let it fly and hit that 3-ball in just a quick moment. So due to the fact that we have seen Kevin Durant and Steph Curry work in the past, now add LeBron James to that mix, where LeBron can definitely run the point in that pick and roll situation or even run the big man. It definitely makes up for a matchup nightmare. So the differences between these 3 players that are generational talents in their era, the fact that they all have differences is what makes them special, and what makes them combining and coming together for one last run is what makes it very special as well. The 5th is that this is the big three's final shot at winning one more ring. Now, as you all know, they are all getting up there in age. Stephen Curry is 36 years old, Kevin Durant is 35 years old, and LeBron James is 39 years old. So they're definitely all getting near 40, and because of that, it does seem that they are, as they're getting older, are not able to win an NBA championship by themselves as a leader. And it does seem when it comes to their tail end of the career, the only way they can actually really push this and make it past these younger teams such as the Timberwolves, such as Oklahoma City Thunder, is to team up one final time. We've all probably seen those Instagram reels come up on our feed of the end of the era of LeBron, KD, and Stephen Curry that did dominate pretty much the 2010s, and now we're in the 2020s era, and because of that, these young guys are definitely showing them who's boss. So it definitely can be one final run, and I think LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Stephen Curry this could be their final shot at it. They are teaming up together for Team USA, so there has been rumors that there is going to be a lot of talks there to team up one more time. And LeBron James has also said in an interview just after they did lose against the Denver Nuggets that, you know, him playing for the Lakers may be the last or it may not be the last. So he's definitely open to a trade or to a different signing of a different team. And Kevin Durant has definitely made it known time and time again that he's just going to take it one season at a time. So this could be the final opportunity. We don't know how many more years LeBron is going to play, or Kevin Durant, or even Stephen Curry. And the fact that as they get older, not only do their skills and athleticism continue to diminish, but they could definitely get more injury prone as time goes on. And that's why it is definitely important to make this happen now, because I feel this is probably the perfect time that they all are healthy and also, you know, still as young as possible in order to be able to get it done. And they definitely can. I think they have enough firepower to be able to pull it off. And I think the biggest hurdle that they do face is against these younger teams like Denver, like Timberwolves, or like Thunder as well.